Hello again. I think, therefore I am. To evolve, one need to think. And the statement, I think, therefore I am, is a very old one. Sadly, we've been giving so much information to make us not to think from all sectors of life. We may not see it now, but when we do start thinking, we will then definitely see it. For events that happened before, events that are happening now, and of those that may happen in the future. Anything that happens is for a reason. Science will say action equal reaction. Religion say very simple, yet they do go into so many thoughts, but they emphasize on reap that you sow. Let us take examples here. And once again, please do not, no matter what we say, do not be offended. A child is born with disability. Another child is born without disabilities. Now, the parents normally would ask why. Doctors and scientists will tell them that it is to do with the genes, or it is to do with the events that happened when the mother was pregnant, what she did, what she did not do, and so on. But here we will go a bit deeper than that. You do need to think why. And sooner or later you shall have the answer. No matter how children are born, the parents have done their bit by bringing the child to life. And it most definitely that they have not chosen the child to be disabled. Now the question is, did the child decide to be born disabled? A lot of people would not agree with this. Yet the truth is, the child does have a massive responsibility on that. Now, we are not putting pressure on children here. On the contrary, we are trying to understand what is happening. As we said, it's the event that happened, we are trying to make the picture clear. For all religion books says, reap that you sow. On top of all that, religion will say to you, as a parent, you will need to christen the child, baptism. And if you ask why, they say, and that is the common answer, so he or she can be accepted in the Lord's kingdom. Some may go a bit deeper and say that cleansing of a child's soul. Cleansing a child's soul. We earlier have explained there is the body, the soul, and the spirit. So the soul here needs cleansing. But the child, it's a baby, being born a week, 2 weeks, 6 weeks, a year, 2 years. Really speaking, you don't expect a child at that age to go out and commit crimes. What do you know? You don't expect a child of that age to go out and rob a bank. You wouldn't, would you? No, of course not. So why do we ask the parents to cleanse a child's soul? So if there are bits and pieces that are hanging on the child's soul, where did they come from? And how long have they been there? The same thing happens when a child is born very clever. Yet his brothers and sisters are not, as they call, as everybody calls them, normal. Yet one of them is a brainy child. And parents, again, they wonder how or why. And no one gives them a definite answer. Here on this channel, in these talks, we will be able to say that. For when you go through the talks, you will be able to see exactly why this child is born this way. But please, once again, do not be offended. I do understand the sensitivity of this talk. Once again, we are merely trying to give a full picture with a very simple language, so people can think and see what is happening to them and to those around them. Because truly speaking, when they do, they will be able to see what will happen in the future. A lot of people will disagree with this, but the truth is the truth. And the only way to know the truth is to go through it. Go through it and see for yourselves. For we have said before that it is the self that feels, it is the self that knows what it did, not the body, definitely not. It is always the self. And every child that is born, they have a balance in themselves. 50% good and 50% bad. And that is the balance that everything was created upon. 50-50. No more, no less. It depends on how we see things. And the only way we see things is when we think. Because the more we think, the more we see, the more we know. And for that, I leave you with this thought.